Jules, I want to persevere this, and I don't want to be mean to Lewandowski, who had a tremendous season. And it would have been a very different script. He, off a, I think it was a Yamal cross, he had that header, which he sent over the bar, which could have changed everything. But it felt to me that once Lewandowski came into the game, and I thought it was a completely unnecessary substitution. I didn't know what Flick was doing, whether they're 3-2 up, be part of the party. He gave you nothing off the ball, which at least Ferran Torres did. Is this just Flick kind of being human and saying like...
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I thought you can bring some experience. You can bring a guy that will score with half a chance, even if he's not fully fit. So on the moment, I thought, yeah, why not? Because you were so good in the second half, and Barcelona were just so much better than Inter. And I know they probably knew that you can never count this Inter team out anyway. But they were so dominant. I think Inter had 22% of the ball in that second half, and it was just all Barca. And he thought, okay, maybe I'll bring Lewandowski on, and even the fourth goal can come, and then this is it. This is game over, right? And this is what the guy does.
Yeah, but you're 3-2 up at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to score the fourth goal in injury time.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know it was going to extra time.
No, he didn't know at the time.
Once you're in extra time,
maybe it's a bit of
you're playing with 10 men.
He can hold the ball better than Torres can, for example. I don't know. I could see his point now with a bit of hindsight. We know, but it's the same for Araújo, as I think had one of the worst cameo appearance that you would see at this level, really, because he's on the two goals coming on. I guess it's difficult to come on in a game like this. I get that, but I mean, he was shockingly bad when he came on and played and get beaten on the two goals. Really, that's unacceptable. The Acerbi goal, how can he be beaten by Acerbi on that third goal is beyond me. Really, for somebody who was a really good, highly rated defender. And I know he had the injury and now he's clearly struggling with form.
But he's been back a long time now.
Yeah, true as well, yeah.
Maybe he doesn't deal well psychologically with the fact that Inigo is definitively ahead of him.
Yeah, maybe, you're right, maybe. Or even Kubasi, yeah.
Well,
remember in the first leg we said he came on and then the first thing he did was threw the ball away after making a foul, literally 10 seconds in that second half, because he came on at halftime at Montjuic, and you think why are you doing that? So I don't know, through the two games really he seemed completely lost.
In terms of Barcelona, obviously they have the Clásico this weekend. Do we think it's going to spill over, bleed over, some negativity, some disappointment? In other words,
I think
as they
can,
say in Spain,
no?
¿Hay Liga?
Yeah, I think it can. I don't know how you pick yourself up from a game like this and a defeat like that when you were so close. When everybody's crying at the end, when you've played 120 minutes, that probably feels like 300 minutes, not 120. And I don't know. And in the meantime, Real Madrid were resting and taking it easy and chilling. So I don't know. It's more the way you lost the game than anything else, because that equalizer from Acerbi is the killer, really, and it's a goal you should never concede. I know we said the high line is your strength and it's also your weakness. I get that, but the way they are setting up on that goal, the shape that they have defensively in the 93rd minute when Jan Sommer had the ball and it was a long kick from Jan Sommer, is unacceptable at this level. It's on Flick, on those players, the more experienced one, the younger one, Chesney, De Jong, whoever you want. I find it scandalous to consider a goal like this. If you look again at the Inter move, it's ridiculous from a Barcelona point of view defensively.
So much of the focus is obviously scapegoating, from a Barca perspective, scapegoating the referee, blaming Araújo, the Lewandowski substitution. I also thought, I was just struck by how much they look for Yamal. Again, we said it in the first leg. Dani Olmo, I'm not a huge fan. I thought, except for his goal, he contributed almost nothing. And you're supposed to be the other creative source there.
Yeah.
Rafinha, again, except for his goal. Rafinha also was kind of, I thought, a passenger in a lot of the game. Pedri I can give a pass to, because I kind of feel Inter was so compact and defended so well. Who's Pedri supposed to pass the ball to. Like it's harder for him to
Yeah.
in this. And I don't think Pedri was bad in this game
I
by any
controlled
stretch.
that second half especially.
But once it goes into extra time, it really looked like those games like that we played as kids when you had one kid who's better than everybody else and everybody just passes him the ball time and again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Balde's absence is a huge blow for Rafinha and the way they play together because Real Martin is very different, and Martin's quality on crosses in the second half especially was outstanding, and I was like, wow, okay.
It's defending less so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're right. But that was a good weapon from Barcelona, and they used it a lot, and Olmo obviously scores like this. But maybe because he was so hot, you just have to give him the ball, like you would give it to Messi, like you would give it to, I guess, Maradona when he played.
Hot hand.
Yeah, no, just like, give it like Arsenal used to give it to Thierry because Thierry on his day was unplayable. So, and maybe there's even subconsciously, that's why you do it, and he can do something special. And as we said last week, he wants it all the time too.
Yeah.
So it's not like if he's trying to avoid getting the ball, but no, he wants it, so you give it to him. I don't know. When you have so many chances and shot and you face a goalkeeper like Sommer who's clearly walking on water, I'm not sure attacking wise how much you can really question what they did, because on another day they could have won this game 4-2,
So
5-3,
7-5.
yeah, no, really.
There were so many
because, for
opportunities
example,
in this.
then I turn it around. Okay, offensively maybe they could have done differently, but defensively Chesney over the 2 legs faces 9 shots on target. 9 shots on target for a combined XG of 3.2.
Right. Well,
And he concedes 7 goals. You can't concede 7 goals off 9 shots on target. I'm sorry. You can't. And I guess to go back to Sommer and Donnarumma especially, and Raya I don't think can really be blamed for anything in the other semi-final. But you need a world-class goalkeeper to go to win games like this one, I think. And Chesney is not a world-class goalkeeper right now. And I think that showed, especially probably more even in that second leg.
he made a big save in the first leg, which
Yeah.
could have turned things around and really set a very different tone for this return leg. And let's not forget, this is a guy who had literally retired.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think, and that's part of the problem with the high line.
I want to also give a shout out. When you see players, we see this in World Cups. We very rarely see it in league football. When you see players who clearly are half fit when they play and they give everything they have. Late in the game, I'm thinking of Denzel Dumfries, the other double D.
Yeah.
I thought he was an absolute monster
Yeah.
in this game. And obviously, Sommer was voted man of the match. I think Dumfries would have had a strong case as well. I think of Thuram, another one. The guy couldn't hardly walk. Every decision Thuram made was the correct one.
Yeah.
When Thuram gave the ball away or screwed something up, it's because he's not good enough in that moment. But mentally, he never made a mistake.
Yeah.
I compare it to some of the Barcelona players on the attack. And again, I'm thinking here of Rafinha, Dani Olmo. I saw mental errors there. I don't know if that's the coaching, if it's the preparation, it's the intensity. But maybe this is also a game where experience showed.